Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Sorry I'm late, you guys. Sometimes things get a little wonky if I haven't been on YouTube in a couple of days and they change things on me or move things. And that's what happened today. They moved the cheese on me. But hello, happy Thursday, everybody. I'm just cleaning off my desk. I've been doing this for the last 30 minutes or so. I hope you guys are well. Look what's on my desk. I haven't looked through this yet. I opened one page, loved it, cased it, and that's it. That's the max of what I've done. But this is the new Somerset Studio magazine for August, September, October. I have mixed emotions about this, but let's get into it. Okay. I'm excited though. I know overall I'm very excited. So, ooh, I see inspiration already. Okay, today what I was gonna do with you guys was gel printing. I really want to gel print. I need to gel print and want to gel print. But also, I have UFOs, unfinished objects. I have some projects that need to be finished as well. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, and then I have this Betty Boop just sitting over here staring at me. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. But the first thing we're going to do is look through this. Look at these tags. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous tags. Love this color palette, especially like autumn colors. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I need to make things. Oh, the other thing I was thinking was I need to go through cards and pack up a bunch of cards to take to Craft Roulette Live. And I thought that might be something they would enjoy doing with me. So yeah, I'm just kind of torn this morning between all the things that I need to do and the things that I want to do. A tea art journal. Ooh, I love it. I love it already. Good morning, everybody. So I'll probably have to take a poll from you guys on like, what do you guys want me to do kind of thing, out of choices is probably how our day is going to go here today. Oh, I liked this super narrow. I think I saw this one, and that might be because I saw somebody else flipping through it, not because I flipped through it myself, but I really like this super narrow journal. Autumn Muse. Very cool. We could totally make that. I got to get back into my art journaling. Right now, I'm trying to clean my room. So the first 30 minutes I spent in my studio today was for cleaning. Pat on my own back. Good morning, Miss Linda Gorman. Hello, Vicki. Hi, Miss Lisa. How's it going? Hello, hello. That's cool. Fragments of the Sea. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was so... I was so enabled this week. Um, you know, I know that I do that to y'all, and I don't, you know, it is what it is. If, you know, it's just gonna happen. But um, this is really, really pretty. Um, basically, Mariah and P over at PM Artist Studios, Mariah shared um, her fish books. And I was like, oh my gosh. First of all, I was so inspired in two different ways. One, I need to make more journals that are just only gel prints. And that is a goal of mine. I've done that. I've probably only made 3 ever that were the whole journal. All it is gel prints, and then you collage on top. So that was one thing that when she shared her fish books, but then I just loved all the fish. And then I remembered somebody in Craft Roulette. I don't know if it was Sylvia Torres or someone else who shared a sardine card recently. And I was like, dang it. I had fought the urge on the whole sardines, but I couldn't fight it anymore. So they're in transit. I don't know if I got the, yeah. So we'll see. This is an artist that I truly adore. Her name is Lynn Perella. So if you saw my card, let me get it out. I meant to mention it in my video and I forgot, but I did put it down in the description box. But this is my Love from Lizzie card. I was inspired by Lynn, and now her inchies are even more fabulous than my inchies, but I took inspiration of her decorating all the little inchies around this. Now, I'm honestly not sure that these are an inch, but that's what it made me think of. So my idea for decorating these little inchies came from Lynn Perella. She has some stamp sets that I would love to own, but I've never bought any. But this one, I want to read this article. This is called The Dutch Retreat. And I just adore this. I have done this before on my cards. I've done the rolled paper on my cards before. The only problem is storage. They kind of got flattened and that was not great. So I never did it again. But yeah, so this is Lynn Perella, and I just love her art, her style, everything. Traveling Bohemians. I always love a boho theme. That gets me every time. From Teacup to Canvas. Snapshots of Childhood. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Okay, so this is the latest Somerset Studios. Oh, that's so cool. I would put that in my bedroom or my craft room. Ooh, this is very Dina Wakley. And I love it. Okay. So, ooh, cardboard accordion journals. Neat. That's another thing I need to do. I need to make another one of these. I was hoping to get it done before Craft Roulette. So what this is a little accordion journal, you know me, and it's very simple. But when Desiree first started releasing her stamps, I think this is from her first release. I made this little journal, and it's a moment in time, and this is supposed to kind of represent me. You know, I found paper crafting and I started dreaming. And then this is kind of like, I've always had a dog. As setting sail, and we make a wish. because like for the longest time I was making cards on my own and just doing my own thing, right? That's kind of what all this is representing. And then I set sail and I found my community, which is all of you guys. And I got a best, you know, like I've gotten best friend out of it, but a great sisterhood. And on the back, I have just like quotes and things that I wrote about, you know, friendship and the journey. And so this is kind of like that's what it represents. But I want to make one for Desiree. And I kind of want to just follow what I've already done and remake this book. So I don't know if I'll have time, but that is something I want to do. So see, I have like a list of things that I want to do. Good morning, Jason Downs. How's it going? Hi, Angie Downs. How's it going? Oh, thank you. I painted them, Angie. That's what I did. You guys, I never forget this comment I got one time on one of my videos. The person was like, "You need a manicure." And I was like, "You need manners." Oh, I will clap back. That's the bitty part of Bitty Penny. She will clap back. I can be a little bit of a bitty. Just ask my mama. She's been calling me little bitty my whole life. It has a lot of meanings. Let's just say that. Oh, love this. Ooh, this is super fun. Look at this. This is cool. So this is like, there's a square cinch now. I think I have I have the square cinch. There's a round cinch now too. Anyways, so they basically cinched or cut like cinch like holes into the sides of these, but then they just tied it together with twine. Instead of putting the spiral or putting the metal part into the spine, they just tied it together with twine. I love this. See, when we make our gel print journals, it's going to kind of have backgrounds like this, and then we get to collage on top of them, and I totally want to do that. We've been painting on paper on book pages, and this is more inspiration for that. I just love seeing each artist in each magazine. Some of the ideas are things we've already done, but some aren't, and it's all inspiration, and it's just cool to support other artists. And I feel like by subscribing to this magazine, that's one way that I can support other artists, because this you know, is full of different people's art, and by supporting the magazine, then it keeps it going, and it keeps a place for people like us to shine. I've not submitted here yet. I really wanted to. I will. One day I will. I was going to, and I thought you couldn't use anybody else's images. You could only use your own images. But I don't know. Like, I thought I couldn't use like a Tim Holtz image or something like that. Miss Gloria, I called you last night, but I think it was too late. And I'm so sorry. We can talk earlier. You guys, I've had 12 hours of meetings this week at work. I have 3 more today, and I hope I don't have one tomorrow. I need a day off from meetings. I will tell you that. Miss Flo, how you doing? How you doing? Rhonda Lane. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. So good to see you, Miss Rhonda Lane. Okay, what do we do today? Do we want to remake this journal? It's I think it's doable. I think we can. I think I can. I think I can. Just checking for things. But yeah, I think we can remake this if we wanted to. Oh, no worries. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll catch up, Gloria. I can't wait to talk to you, though. I'm really excited about it because I got some ideas brewing in this brain of mine. Miss Flo, hi. Remember to like the video, Linda says, everybody. Thanks, Linda. We can longer take sane weather for granted, truly. Oh, you can no longer take sane. Have y'all had insane weather again? Oh my gosh. I saw, oh, what's that? Our sweetheart, Cindy Elkins, in the craft roulette community. And she was checking on everybody. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing. And didn't realize you guys have had such terrible storms up north. Wow. My hands have to be busy. I have this girly plus. I think we'll save gel printing for Saturday. Y'all want to gel print on Saturday? I think we'll gel print on Saturday. I don't know what these are supposed to do. I don't get it. Best ever. Best day ever. Maybe you put the letters in here. I see. Okay. Yesterday was a full moon. And my algorithm seems to think that I need to learn all about astrology or something, because it kept recommending all these astrology things. And I was like, eh. I'm not buying it. Anyways, it was kind of funny. But apparently it was like an Aquarius full moon. And I did like the ideas, though, I got from one of the videos of, like, I got some journaling ideas. And I did journal. So it did inspire me after all. Anyways, I was thinking, this could be Miss Boop on the moon. We could put her on the moon. I wonder if this is big enough to go behind all of that. If I can manage to get it off. Or if you're supposed to cut it and this just goes behind it. Let's try that. Jill Pounds, hello, good morning. Hi, 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 hi. I love seeing y'all greet everybody. Cool Johnny's here. Good morning. I was thinking about you this morning. Both of you. Cool Johnny. The reason I was thinking about you is because I watched a documentary last night. It's like a 45-minute documentary. It's on National Geographic. I like National Geographic, you guys. I enjoy watching it. Anyways, Samurai Shark Attack is what it was called. But basically, these scientists were working with a body that was 3,000 years old. And it was like a cold case. They were trying to figure out what had happened to this individual, to this man, 3,000 years ago. It ended up being a shark attack. And then they were trying to figure out which shark it was. And it was just interesting. Look what I got at Michael's, you guys. I told you I wanted an Infinity Star die set, and I found one. $8.99 at Michael's. Holy cow, let me talk about Michael's for a minute. They're getting it together. If you're a card maker and a paper crafter, that's where you go now. I am so impressed. Thank you, Michael's, for... They have a Tim Holtz section. They have tons of stamps and dies, paper. They're still supporting our craft. So I just want to thank Michael's for their contribution to our hobby. Thank you very much. I was able to find this and very happy about it. Obviously. Yeah, we'll die cut some stars. Let's make some cute Betty Boop cards. This will be good. Okay, so in the future though, we've got to, let me make a, so this is a junk journal thing. Well, let me find her. Here she is. See her? She needs some attention. She's been neglected. So before I get into die cutting, which we're about to do, I was die cutting yesterday, you guys, and I saw this boot and these horseshoes, and I thought about Craft Roulette Live Paper Ganza last year, because that's why those are in that plate, as I was using them for Paper Ganza last year. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks. I'll sure try. Okay. To be honest, I'm just winging it. Life, motherhood, my eyeliner, everything. It's so true. Okay, before Craft Roulette 2026, I want to make the Des Accordion journal. I need to sort through all my cards. And take a huge stack. I want to pack with all of my friends. That's y'all got. That's you. We're gonna pack for Craft Roulette together. I need to make a few secret gifts. And I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna write for now, but that's gonna help me. So why do people make junk journals? I always see that note. I always see that comment. I mean, I'll use it even just for list. So this is my Bitty Penny one that I made last year before Craft Roulette Live. So I've made it about halfway through. I definitely need to, she's been a little neglected. I haven't been writing my ideas down, and I tell you, I've lost a lot of them. But today, we are going to make this little boopity boop card, and I'm gonna have her sitting here, which is kind of be, I'm gonna color this kind of like the moon, I think. And then we'll have some stars. So let's make our background real quick for this. And then while our background is drying, I can die cut and stamp and color. Okay, we'll try not to make this take 2 hours. How about that? All right, let's get some watercolor paper out. I've got 2 sheets. And I'm gonna keep reading y'all's fabulous comments. All right. Ooh. I need clean water, but I'll just make this work. Make it work. Picking a brush. I love my Dina Wakley brushes, you guys. I really do. There's something about her bristles I really like. Oh, that one's too big to fit. Don't look at my water. Okay. We're going to do the gup thing here. So the first layer I'm going to put down. Oh, just when I talk about the bristles, and then I have one shed. I'm going to put down this gray. Well, essentially I'm going to lay it down like it's gray. Granulating color. We're going to make like a very starry night. I don't know what yesterday's full moon was called, but I know it was an Aquarian Leo moon. Ooh la la. And I'm not making fun of anyone. I'm really not, if that's your jam. I just don't know anything about it. So it's just me being silly. And then, you know, to be fair to people who believe in astrology and such, it's something that's been studied for a very long time. It's just beyond my comprehension at this stage in my life, and not necessarily something I'm trying to pick up. Okay. Now let's add all kinds of pretty purples and blues to this. Let's make our starry night. If you guys had a good week so far. Meredith and Cricket, hello, how's it going? Okay. I'm not loving the edges. Let me work on the edges. This brush may not be, it's flat, and I think I'm gonna like a round brush better, to be honest, for this. I thought I'd like the flat brush to cover more area, but we're gonna go round brush because I don't like the flat lines. The sky sometimes can have flat lines, but I don't want it to. This is my sky. I don't want it to have flat streaks. And I think this paper has already met its limit of how much it wants me to work on it. So I'll kind of have to wrap up this sheet here pretty soon, but let me just add a little more. It's starting to peel a little bit. It says I can only take so much scrubbing before I'm going to give up. So I think that will be our sky for now. It's going to have to take some splatter and other things, but that's it for now. Let's throw it over here and let it dry. Polarize, good morning. Okay, look, guys, I have a whole lot of Happy Mail that I need to send out that I have not sent out yet. I hope to get it done. Oh, that's another thing I want to put on my junk journal list. Send Happy Mail. I really need to. Let's see. I have so much. Cordelia, Paula Rice, just Libby, all kinds of people. It's been building up for some time. All right. Bye, babe. Love you. Hope you have a good day. Everyone in chat says hi. Bye, chat, he says. I just told him you all said hi because I know y'all usually do before he's gone. So. I figured that would make up for all the times y'all have said bye to him and he doesn't know it. I told them they have to watch Craft Roulette on my birthday. It's a must. I was like, if you have to create an account, you have to create an account, but you also have to chat. So Dr. Shrub should be in the chat on August 14th for Craft Roulette. It's my birthday. I can make people do things like that. Those little journals look like Craft Roulette colors. Flo, I just finished making my sister-in-law's 50 Christmas cards, and now I'm making cards for my daughter. How awesome, Vicki. Let me move up a little bit because I can tell it's zooming in and out. It doesn't know what to do with me, my camera. Hello, Miss Sue. How's it going? We need to add some purple in over there because we can't just have blue. You guys, World Watercolor Month is almost coming to an end. But that's okay. We use watercolor here all year long. But it's just so cool to have a month dedicated to it. I didn't realize that there were prompts. Somebody created a prompt list too. I was gone half the month of July, so, you know, that's my excuse. All right, we have another night sky. Okie dokie, that'll work. I know, it looks like a hot mess. It is a hot mess, but we'll make magic from it. Let's do some of this. This is about as close as I get to this summer ween that everybody is doing. We'll call this my summer ween cards because it's just a trend I'm not jumping on. I don't mind everybody. I'm inspired and I love that everybody else is doing it. It's just not my thing. But this will be my summer ween cards, these little boot cards. I can't do everything. I'm not meant to. I'm just one person, right? I'm looking for a place to set this to let it dry. Oh, I'll put it on my printer. I definitely could not have gel printed today because you need a lot of space to dry things. You guys help me remember when I start to look for that second background that it's on top of my printer. I'll probably need that kind of assistance today. I was a light sleeper last night. Blame it on all the meetings. Why not? I do some splatter on this one too. It was too late. I was Art Neighbors without my phone and didn't get home till 11. Oh, nice. You were at your neighbor's. Oh, okay. Well, I felt really bad. I was doing dishes and I was like, Gloria. So, you know, I was afraid I was probably catching you at dinner or resting. All right. Let that do its job. Do your job, watercolor. Do your job. Well, I do other jobs. So just let that do what it does. See what it decides to do. In the meantime, we will die cut and stamp. So I think I made enough for about 4 cards. I do not know how to make 1 card. And I tell you what, if you're going to go through all these steps, you might as well make 4. Plus, I have a bunch of fabulous friends I'm going to see in like 14 days. So I'm going to want more boop cards, not less. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right. As Mamie says, you do you, boo. Mamie and Tim Holtz, a lot of fabulous people adopt that philosophy, and I agree. I agree. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's back to school shopping this weekend. It's not for the faint of heart with 2 teenagers. My son actually gave me his Amazon list last night, and he did very good. I was really impressed with his choices and the total. I was super proud of him. Okay, let me get, I just had it out. Oh yeah, it's just over here waiting on me, I think. No? Where did it go? I set it down somewhere weird. I'm looking for my die plate. It's not on my printer, by the way. I don't know where I put those. I know I put it somewhere weird. Looking all around. My craft room is destroyed. My craft room was destroyed anyways, and then now I've been cleaning this morning, so it's super duper out of order. You know how it is. You start cleaning and you go through things, and then suddenly you have all these piles. Amanda Cards, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Where did I put those? There's those 2. I found these 2. And I showed you guys the horseshoe and the boot. I was telling you that it makes me think of Craft Roulette. I'm trying to retrace my steps here. Did I put them under here? No. You guys, how did I lose those already? Seriously. Seriously. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'll find them, but they're not popping out right now. So instead of There, no, I thought they were right there. I don't know. I don't know where they went. I don't know where they went. I'm gonna have to start telling y'all where I put everything when I put it where it doesn't go. All right, that's okay. We're gonna just stamp her out. We'll color her, and then I'll look for them again. They'll pop up hopefully. All right, so we need at least 4 of her. Let's stamp her out. Paula, because of the almighty dollar. What you talking about, Johnny? Flow. Oh, standard blood work and such. Well, good. Gotta make sure you get a tune-up every once in a while. Cool, Johnny. Keep the motor running. Alrighty. This will go quick. Oh my gosh, Gail Augustinelli. She's a junk journaler, like probably the most famous junk journaler. So a lot of you might know her. Anyways, she's moving. She and her hubby Mike are moving, and she's been sharing like her packing and everything and sharing her craft room. She has a collection now. And she's highly organized, and she has a lot of space compared to my craft room. But it is very inspiring, and just wow. It's such a daunting task to move a craft room. I think she needs a small army to help her. Oh my gosh, there's a telephone. Oh, let me show y'all. There's a telephone. How cute is that? You're such a Betty. Booptastic. You have the cherry on top. 50 is the new 40. I need that. I'll be 50 in 2 years. XOXO. Okay. And I love the sparkle stamps and the hearts, of course. And I love the lips, but I pointed those out last time. Okay. Let's color her up. We are going to color her with watercolor. Let's use this Altenew palette. Why not? I saw Cool Johnny's comment about Altenew. On Craft Roulette, it was funny. It was funny. Okay, you know we have to put her in a red dress. Oh, man. When I see, like, red dresses, you know, flirty red dresses, I always think of this story. My hubby saw this girl in a red dress one time and was busy looking at her and wrecked his car. Not in a bad way. He was in a parking lot, but he was rubbernecking. And I think that's his only car wreck. Blames it on the girl in the red dress. Gotta watch those red dresses. They can be dangerous. Oh, it makes me laugh. I feel like I can tell y'all that story because he told the kids. I used to have a red dress like that, at the hourglass figure. Not anymore. I got the menopause figure. It's not as great. All right. Flo, I'm excited because I just got new watercolors. Yay, Sue! How exciting. Well, we will put them to use, girlfriend. Now, I did not emboss. I love working with embossing on my projects, but I don't love embossing because I don't think it's really healthy. You're melting plastic and it makes me nervous, and I don't like inhaling all of that and breathing it in. I got to get a smaller brush, you guys, or this is not going to go well. Anyway, so this image is not embossed, which means what I'm going to do is work around. So I painted in her red dress, and now I'm going to paint in her hair, and I'll do her shoes. And then that way it allows the different parts of the image to dry before. I don't want to paint her hair and then immediately paint her face and immediately paint her eyes, because it can all bleed together. So I'm just, my brush is too big. I'm going to do all the big parts of her hair with this. And then I might go in with colored pencil and finish out the tendrils of her hair. What's great is you can definitely use, you know, watercolors. You can use a combination, watercolors, colored pencils. But because mostly I stamp in VersaFine Onyx Black ink, it's a pigment ink, and you do not want to use alcohol markers with it because it will bleed and it can actually damage your alcohol markers. But you can also get an ink, and I can't name one off the top of my head. I don't know the current ones. I don't know which ones are good because I use the same ink all the time. But you can get inks that are hybrid inks that can be used for both watercolor or alcohol markers. And I used to use those, but they just don't stamp as well as my pigment VersaFine ink. And since I mostly just watercolor, I stick with the VersaFine. Angie, I just realized I won't be able to watch on Saturday, so I guess I'll need to catch the replay. Well, yes, we will miss you for sure, but I hope you have a great day. I don't know what we're going to be doing. Replay crew. This brush really is too big. Let me get a smaller one. So this brush is an 8. I need more like a 2 or a 4. Let's see. Oh, that one. Oh, this one's really small. This might be too small. This is, I can't read it. It's a 1. I think this is probably too small. We'll see. That'll be fine. I typically work with the largest brush that I can get away with. It's kind of like my big scissors. I'm definitely from Texas, y'all. Big scissors, big brushes, big mouth. You could have some fun with this. You could add like white polka dots to her dress. That would be cute. I also want to color this image in black and white, like an old black and white film. I think that would be lots of fun. Okay, let's I'm gonna go ahead and do her eyes while I'm here. Be out on the lake. Good. You need to relax before Craft Roulette Live. Enjoy that lake time. Both of you. Go get some R&R before everything begins. I have a big weekend ahead of me too. I've got to get my kids, well, my son, I just have to, he already added everything to cart. I just have to check out and I'll have his school clothes bought because he chose Amazon. But my daughter has a shopping date with her best friend, and I love her friend's mom, so that's cool. We're taking the girls to the mall and they're doing their shopping on Saturday. And then, so that'll be behind me. I just have to, like, before I leave town, I have to have my kids ready for school because they start school while I'm gone. I leave on the 11th to head to Kansas City, and my children start school on the 12th. So I have to have everything done before I go. It's going to be a busy time for me. That's why I'm going to need all the lists that I can get to get things done. Okay, now I am using a size 2 or 3. I think it's a 3. I can't find a 2. And really, right now, I'd like to have a 2. I think a 2 would be the perfect size. Paintbrush for this little image. I'm just going to paint everything up here, her flesh color, and then I can go over it with the, I can go over it later with the black details that I want to add. A cute little face. Oh my goodness, I have the funniest story from Amsterdam. I don't think it's probably not appropriate. It's from 20 years ago to share here, but it's all about Betty Boop. I probably shared it here on a day when I didn't care. But yeah, I've got funny Betty Boop story. Okay, 2 more weeks. Jill Pounds is counting down. Me too, Jill. Super excited. Jason's gone. Bye, Jason. The steaks will take to Casey. Arrived yesterday. It's getting so close. Oh, that's awesome. It is getting so close. I wonder if I have time to mail you a package, Angie. I don't know if I do. I was wondering that today. Isn't she adorable? Not everyone's a fan, but I'm a fan. Let's see. Oh, and Angie had to go. Soup Crafts, they are hosting I think I can tell people, they're hosting a gathering before Craft Roulette Live, um, and at a Airbnb kind of thing, or Verbo, or what, I don't know, but at a different location. So that's what the steaks are for. Um, there's definitely no place to cook in the hotel rooms. I don't even think they don't even have a microwave. I don't think. Some rooms probably do, but not all rooms, kind of thing. Microwaves are becoming scarce in hotels. We were talking about that because we just traveled 9 states, right? And we stayed in what, 4 different states, and most of the rooms don't have microwaves anymore. I guess they had too many incidents of fires or something. I don't know. But most hotel rooms don't even have microwaves anymore. We were noticing that ourselves. And I mean, we stayed at Marriott's and Hyatt's. I'm kind of picky about my hotels because when you're traveling a really long day, the last thing you want to do is get to a hotel and have unpleasant surprises awaiting you. That's how I feel, anyways. So I'm kind of picky now in my older age about where I stay. I just want to arrive somewhere and have a nice room and a good experience. It doesn't have to be the Ritz, but I always have a good experience in a Marriott. It's my favorite. Not sponsored. I would totally take it though. But yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, so now we have our girlies painted up. Oh, nice. hoping the hotel had a grill for guests to use. We're staying a few days after. Are you staying at the same hotel? I don't know if they have a grill. You should definitely call them and see. That's a good question. We actually didn't stay at the hotel last year. We stayed at a different one that was close by because we could get rooms that had suites that had kitchens in them. There's a Marriott Residence Inn that's nearby the airport. And since we drove, we opted for that option. And then my sweet hubby just drove me over to the conference each day from our hotel. That one had grills. If you end up looking for a place, like if y'all book maybe the Residence Inn for the couple of days extra that you're staying, that one has really nice kitchens, you know, fully furnished kitchens, and you even have a patio, your own private patio. It's really nice. We really liked it there. Breakfast was included at that one. And I want to say I was looking at rooms there the other day, and it was like 150 to 170 to, for that time period per night, which is really good when you get all those amenities. Not a travel agent. We're going to give her a gold bracelet. I'm going to color in her little bracelet with a gold gel pen when all of this is said and done. Now, if you wanted to use watercolors to color your stamped images, but you want to get a lot more shadow and play with like how people color images with alcohol markers, I think the trick is that you color lightly with the watercolor. So you'd put down a light to a mid-tone, but I would say slightly lighter than a mid-tone. And then you go in and shade with a colored pencil like I'm doing. That's one way to do it. But I didn't put down a light or mid-tone. I'm not worried about getting her hair to look super fancy or coloring super fancy. I'm just getting these images colored. But you can get similar effects as to how people color with alcohol markers with watercolor. You just have to play with it a bit. Practice. You practice with it just like you would practice if you had alcohol markers and were coloring. But there's definitely ways to get the light, mid, and darker tones or values. We're definitely going to give her some rosy cheeks and color in her lips. Give her a nice red lip to match her dress. Good morning, Holly. How's it going? And these colored pencils that I'm using are Faber-Castell. They're not the polychromos. I want the polychromos. They're not. They're just an inexpensive Faber-Castell. They totally work. We're gonna give her some red rosy cheeks. Oh my gosh, the cheeks. They make it even more fabulous. Her with the rosy cheeks, her without the rosy cheeks. Just color lightly. It's okay if she's blush blind. I like blush blind myself. Get a little rosy cheeks in there. And then we need to give her a gold bracelet and cut her out. Did I buy the dies? No, I did not buy the dies. Gold bracelet. I'm thinking about making this tendril gold hoop earrings. And this gold gel pen is going over that waxed pencil very well. Which makes me very happy. Yay! There she is. All right, that's done. Don't mind me. I'm just got my back turned looking for those gel plates. I have to find them. Not gel plates, my die cutting plates. Cool Johnny's going to make breakfast. Hi, Meredith. Let's see, need to take a minute to make our breakfast sandwiches before John leaves. Oh, we're just here doing our thing. You got all the time in the world, Miss Jill. Yummy breakfast sandwiches. I'll take a croissant, egg, and cheese. Or a biscuit, egg, and cheese. Ooh, this puts the fussy and fussy cutting. That's for sure, but it's totally doable. There we go. One down. 3 more to go. Oh, she is right in the palm of my hand. Isn't she adorable? I love her. Flo, I didn't sleep good last night. I didn't. That's all right. Sleep seems to be like a very fleeting thing as you age. It just really once you become a parent. I haven't slept right since I became a mother. I went from being a pretty deep sleeper to a very light sleeper. Overnight. Maybe you can take a nap today. I can't, but I hope you can. Take one for both of us. Oh my gosh. PSA. You guys, I saw a video about people reporting that they were sleeping with their phones, and I'm sure it could probably happen on an iPad too, or tablet, but they would have it playing through the night to help them sleep, like with sleep sounds or whatever, and people waking up to hackers that they could actually see on their screen and hear. People have been hacking into other people's phone. So the PSA is that if you're going to sleep with your phone next to you, don't have it pointed at you, and don't enter your passcode. If something weird is going on, just turn it off. Turn it off, like power it down. I need to tell my mom too. I saw that yesterday. And it's not like one person's reporting it. There's a lot of people reporting it. So just be careful out there. I guess hackers are finding more and more ways. I wish they would do something good with their time and energy and intelligence besides hacking into people's devices and stealing their identities, but this is the world we live in. So we got to keep each other informed and aware. And that was people, some of those people reported like having like YouTube on, like we would have. Like, I think if you're watching this video, you probably love YouTube like I love YouTube. And yeah, some of them had YouTube playing like sleep sounds or whatever. Which I've done that. I've done that many times. There's a guy on here who does meditations, like if you need to go back to sleep kind of thing. So now I think about that. I'm going to start thinking about that, and like maybe get a cover for your camera or something, and just be aware if anything weird happens. Don't give up any information or anything. Just shut it down. Okay. And that is the end of the PSA. We all need more sleep. Even Sue needs more sleep. Knee replacement surgery, and was off work for 3 months, and now his work is slow and he's afraid that he'll get laid off or close the plant. Oh, it's not the good time for big purchases. Oh, Miss Paula Rice. Gosh, well, I hope his recovery goes well. And I hope that the plant stays open. Sending you the best. Whatever happens, my prayer is that you'll both be well and safe. That's from Flo, and I couldn't agree more. Miss Cordelia, did you hear me call your name? I said, I still have your Happy Mail. And you need the Swan paper pack, don't you? Timeless Swans. I only have a couple left, but I will send you one with that glue topper if that's the one you need. I got rid of all of my paper packs, you guys, for the most part. I don't have them. I saved 2 because I think Cordelia needed one and Kat needed one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I've been horrible about Happy Mail. I need to get some out. Also, periodically, I do send out cards, you guys. And I send them to people who have mailed me cards, and I use their addresses from when you mail me a card. I use that, and I mail you a card, although it's not like right away. But a couple of times a year, I will mail out cards. So when I get back from Craft Roulette, my goal is to get some out to do another cycle of cards this year. And I try to spread the love. Around is what I try to do. So you might just get like one a year because I try to spread it out. I actually make a list. Okay, so my boops are done. Boop, boop, doo boop. And I still don't know where my die cutting stuff is. I'm gonna look for it again. Okay, so she's done. She can go off to the side. Let's see. I honestly thought I put it right here, but I did not. I have turned my chair 50 times looking for these. Guess where they were? They were in my chair with me. They were behind my back. Sneaky dies. All right. Let's do this thing. I had made a bunch of moons with watercolor. I'm looking for those real quick. I thought I put them in one of my ephemera holders, so I'm flipping through those real fast. So far, no, they're not in there. Let's see. Nope. Where did those moons go? I don't know. I thought they were in my ephemera holders, but they're not. Y'all remember the moons we made? You guys. Fazzy wanted to be fed last night, and she was literally stomping her feet at me. Do your dogs stomp their feet at you? Because mine does. All right. I don't know where those moons are, but let's get some yellow out for the stars. I really like this one. And then let's get some gray for the moons. A very light gray that's almost white, but not quite. Let's do these two. Well, we may end up needing that, so let's just keep that out. Okay, let's do this thing. That's right. All right. Let's do this big one here. We're going to need 4 of these. Okay. So we'll put that down. This tape, oh gosh, you guys, by the way, scrapbook.com is having a sale right now. I know, enabler, sorry. They have some things on sale. This is on sale, like 50% off, but then there's also an extra 13% off coupon code right now. So when I did my shopping the other day, the things I wanted weren't on sale, but because I had that 13% off, I still did get a discount. So I bought extra. I bought something that is going to make Desiree laugh, but I bought something I've been wanting but saying no to, but I was like, well, it is 13% off, so maybe I'll get it. It worked. It worked, scrapbook.com. It worked. You got me. But yeah, that's where that tape comes from. You can just use washi tape or whatever, but that's where that blue tape comes from that I put on my dies. All right, let's run this through. The unknown is the worst. Trudy Jenkins, you're one of them. Hello, hello. All right. Okay. So this is going to kind of symbolize our moon. This is going to be our moon. We might do something else to it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. Let's get some more paper out. Okay. So this piece goes on here. This piece goes on here. How is your back, Cordelia? You've been having back problems? Just ring in, doctor, but be watching. Reagan, hi! Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. I'm so excited to see everybody. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do it again. We just need to do it 2 more times, you guys. I think this this is, oh, we got to die cut our stars. I was thinking, this is all we got to do, but no, we do have to die cut our stars. All right, paper cut. This is just what it takes. Right. Lawn Fawn makes a good hybrid ink, says Flo. It's very black. Oh, cool. Does it stamp really well? Sometimes I found with my hybrid inks, they were a little inconsistent in the past, but it's been a very long time since I've used one, and maybe the formulas have improved, and I could have been the problem. It could have been me. Oh, that's a close call right there, but we got it. Look at me die cutting without a problem. Yay. This is how it should be. Hi, Deanna. What part of Texas do you live in? We just moved to East Texas. Oh, Lufkin. I live in Central. I live by Austin. I live just north of Austin. By it takes me 20 minutes to get to the city, basically. So I'm on the outskirts in the suburb of Austin. All right, let's do our stars real quick. Stars shine bright deep in the heart of Texas, right? I mean, they don't because of light pollution, but yeah, they probably used to. I actually saw this really, speaking of Texas, I saw this really interesting video about Texas and the fact that it's a mega complex. How did that guy characterize it? Anyways, we have one of the highest concentration of populations in Texas. We have these 3 huge metroplexes that are, Texas is getting so developed. And I noticed this from our travels. I was like, oh my gosh. I never thought of Texas as being as populated and industrial as it really is. But yeah, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and then Austin and Houston, they create a triangle, and they're almost all connecting at this point with mid-cities. It's crazy. Flo had to go. Bye, Flo. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a few times because I want lots and lots of stars. All right, so let's do it again. Oh, I think these cards are going to be super cute. I just have a feeling. They're taking shape in my mind. Okay. Irene the other day was saying that she watches as she gets ready for work sometimes. And I was like, I love that. I love if I can keep you company. Maybe you have to get ready for work, so you can't really be crafting. But I can be crafting and keep you company. I love that. Uh-oh, lost a star. Fell on the ground. Must recover that. All right. Oh gosh, it was a little bitty one. Not ideal. I don't see it. I heard it bounce. I don't know, you guys. I might have to find it after the live. I think it was my tiniest star. Of course, that's the one that fell on the ground. The smallest one. I'll find it after the live. I just wish hotels would provide the room you reserved. Oh, I know. Paula, that happened to us in Santa Monica. I reserved a suite. I did not get a suite. I will say that the staff went above and beyond to try and make up for it in some way, but yeah, no, that is really frustrating. They need to fix that. Agreed. I'm doing fine, Lisa. Maddie's here. Hi, Maddie. Okay. All right. Just trying to catch up in the chat. Cordelia, I hope the injection provides some relief. So sorry to hear that you're still in pain. Christy, I was thinking of you this morning. I am going to reach out to you. I was wondering, my dear, if you're still here. I know I'm behind, but that's because I like to read everything. I was wondering if you have packed for craft roulette yet. That is my question. My other question for you is if you, oh, I almost lost another one to the ground. If you had plans on Saturday is my other question. Two questions for you. Eek. I don't think I did that. Don't think that went well. That did not go well. There we go. My plate's a bit warped and I'm not using tape and it's not magnetic, so you know, things shift. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that adorable little star after this live. Okay, I think we're done. I think we have enough stars. Thank you for sitting through that, everyone. All the die cutting. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to submit my Craft Roulette card this week, you guys. But I did it. What is today? Thursday. Okay, if you're a member And you also forgot to submit your card this week. Get it turned in. Putting these all back on here will help me know which one I lost. Fumbled a star. Yep, it was a tiny one. It's not going to do me any good to have an infinity set of stars if I lose them, is it? Just saying. All right, let's see how our backgrounds are doing, because now it's time to put these cards together. I did remember that I had put a background on my printer. So here's our background we made. I'm going to dry it and read some more. Maddie, Miss Holly's got to do chemo. She's on our prayer list every day. But she got some good news that it hadn't spread. Oh, there's Irene. Morning. She's probably long gone. Hi, Kalinda. How's it going? Everybody's saying good morning. Hi. I'm so impressed that you're fussy cutting so beautifully with long-bladed scissors. Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, super freaky, and that's why I want to share that PSA, because that's not cool. I know baby monitors have always been a little sketchy, but this is people's phones now. Okay, that is much more dry now. I have another piece to check on. This one. Let's get it ultra dry as well. Jill, that's my superpower. His surgery went well and he's getting around much better. Oh, good. Good. My mom really needs to have her knee replaced, but she's just, you know, she's really worried about just her age and doing it. And what if it doesn't go well? Because my cousin had it done and it didn't go well. So she's just really apprehensive. Elvin, hi. It's been a while. Good to see you, dear. You're getting so excited. I'm getting so excited too. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun, you guys. I'm not familiar with this mailing things of which you speak of. I'm so bad at sending cards, but I'm working on it. Irene, should we be each other's accountability partners? I know. But you know what? I think there's a good number of us in the card making community that are that way. My friend Letty is really good about it. And Libby is really good about it, but I'm really bad about it. Okay, let's cut this down. I'm going to cut these to 5 by 7 because you know the drill. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to cut to 7. And then this way I can get 4 card fronts from one sheet of this 9 by 12. Cut this to 5, and then we'll have our starry sky. I probably should, not probably, I definitely should have splattered this already. So, whatever. That's all I can say is just whatever. But I should have done that. Yeah, I need to get better about it. I actually bought a whole bunch of awesome stamps a little while ago in preparation. I got some really cool Bruce Lee. I love shopping for stamps. They do make some very cool ones, I have to say. I always get Black History ones, and then I got some Bruce Lee. They just make so many cool stamps. Okay, let's splatter this because it's going to need to be splattered. It's a need. It's not a want when you're making starry backgrounds. Such a sucker for Tim Holtz. He sold me a cardboard box. All right, here we go. Let's get our splatter on. Let's do gold. Kuretake gold ink, the most beautiful gold ink ever that I've ever had anyways. Brilliant gold mica ink from Kuretake. One bottle will last you forever, you guys, because my daughter used this paint to paint that, remember that World Cup trophy she made for her father for Father's Day? Yeah, she painted the whole thing in this ink, and I still can't tell that she even used it. And that was a big trophy. I mean, that thing is probably 12 inches tall. All right, that looks starry to me. Now y'all are like, great. And now that has to dry again. You're right. I should have splattered it before now, but this is what we're working with. Lovely. Do it again and again and again. I like to tap my brush onto another brush handle or scissor handles or whatever. This makes making splatter and stars easier. So pretty. All right. Irene, I didn't get to see how you finished your squirrel card. I always miss the evening lives with people because that's when the family's together. But I caught a bit of Irene's on Tuesday, and she was making a super adorable squirrel card. All right. See how it all worked out? It all worked out. All right. I do want to hit this with my heat gun, which will be great because I'll get to read more of your comments. Whoa. Do not knock down the ink. Don't want to do that now, do we? All right, let's... Also, I splatter with a long bristled brush like this. It's a liner brush, and I think it's a 1, because liner brushes do come in different sizes as well. I have a package at the post office I need to go pick up. I got a notification about it a couple of days ago. Ugh, terrible. I need to go pick that up. I'd love to have a hat trick card in my collection. Y'all should trade. You know what? I get that during the card swap, we need to kind of stick to the same number of cards, which makes sense, or else you throw everything off. So I think Mary said 11. But you can trade with people that you know are going to be there, even outside of that card swap time. So, just take a whole bunch of cards. That's one of the things we're going to do here together, you guys, is we're going to sort through my cards and pull a whole bunch out for me to take with me to Craft Roulette. Because I know I'll want to give and trade cards the whole time. And it is because I enjoy having other people's cards in my collection, that's for sure. And you guys are so generous. Y'all send me lots of happy mail, and I appreciate that. I honestly have boxes of y'all's cards from over the years. Ooh, look at this one. This one's very Galaxy. I would stand outside all night if the sky looked like that. We have a new chat that comes to get me, a new cat that comes to get me while I'm live, Andrea, to check to see if outside is still outside. She doesn't want to go there, but she needs to check. Oh, Ellen, I love that. That's so funny. I'm definitely a stargazer. I love the moon and the stars, you guys. So this is so fun for me, just making a night sky. And everyone knows I love a moon card. We've done a lot of full moon cards here. So a lot of full moons will be named, like the blue moon, the wolf moon, the blood moon. There's all different names. And we make cards for them. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. No, my dog will bark at me when he wants me to feed him, but he almost never wants to eat. Very rare. He's weird like that. But he'll always beg for people's food. Yeah, he's like, I don't want the kibble. I want the steak. My dog will hop. She's so cute. She's huge, but she hops like a bunny. So she'll hop, she'll stomp her feet, and she'll get in your face. Like, hey, do you see me? Do you know what I need? Can you read my mind? I'm sending you Jedi mind tricks. She does do a lot of Jedi mind tricks on you. And she's a timekeeper, that one. And always, she can tell the time. She's also very good at math. She's in whatever room we're the most Clayton's are. So she's always adding up how many people are in a room, and she's going to be in the room with the majority. Majority rules for her. My dog smacks his tail really loudly. Oh my gosh, I love them. Gotta head into work. Thanks for keeping me company. Bye, Christy. She probably wasn't here when I was asking her questions. Congratulations on your die cutting success, Bitty Penny. I needed that, Maddie. You know, I haven't die cut. I hit so many roadblocks, and then I got mad because I bought a new machine and it never worked right. And so then I just was like, I'm just not going to die cut anymore. So I've had all these dies all these years, and I'm finally successful again. I have to remind myself of that, because once I kind of stopped using them, I just stopped. And just don't do it. Even though I've had my machine now a couple of years. So I have to remind myself, Bitty Penny, you can die cut. And you can be successful at it. All right. Drying complete. I'm working this morning and missing a lot of the chat. Oh, Reagan, we understand. I always am multitasking, so I miss a lot of chat too. It's not, I am rarely just able to give my undivided attention. My attention's always divided. I think we're there. We're there. We can assemble. Let's remind this paper that it doesn't have muscle memory. And let's do this. Flatten it out a little bit. All right. Let's put a card together. I don't even know what these are going to look like, but I think they're going to be cute. So we've got, this is going to be our moon. These pieces going to be our moon, and then we'll boop each moon. We probably are going to need a sentiment or something on these moons. I do have some moon stencils that we might add a texture with. All right. Add a cute little star on the moon. See, we needed lots of stars. That's why we had to do all that die cutting. We needed lots and lots of stars. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. I have the Stay Wild Moonchild sentiment. We know I've got that one. I'm not sure if my moon stamp set is back where it belongs, though. Okay, just grabbing some options. We've got Make Your Mark, which I just thought was kind of cute. We've got Stay Wild Moonchild. But then I also grabbed this old Simon Hurley because it's like, to the moon and back, you're out of this world. I thought those might be really cute as well. I'm such a sucker for this stamp set. Look how much I've used it and used it and used it. But I kind of feel like this one fits there very well, size-wise. And we can maybe use the other ones on the inside. Talk about getting your money's worth. I definitely get my money's worth from this stamp set. Try to stamp it upright and everything. And then I like the star in there. Okay, one other thing. Let me get my stencil out real quick. I have a couple of moon stencils. Let's see. I have a Tim Holtz moon stencil. I have a Scrappy Tells moon stencil. I think this is my Tim Holtz binder. So the last time I went to Creative Reuse in Austin, where binders are like 50 cents, I bought a bunch of 3-ring binders, and then I organized my stencils. It took me hours because that's how many I have, but I did do it. I have stars, lots of stars, because it's me. But I believe there should be a moon in here. Ooh, this is a good moon texture. We might just use this one. Let's see, tie-dye, geometric. Oh, Tim Holtz. Oh, this is Tim Holtz flowers. Oh, these didn't hold up very well, did they? These... miscellaneous flowers, geometric. Yeah, no, those are definitely all flowers. Geometric, large textures and backgrounds. We're just gonna go with this one, you guys, because I'm not exactly sure where the moon is. I think it should have been in here. So what we're going to do is use this one and get a little bit of texture on this with just a light grayish color. Not too much, just a little bit. Just want it to indicate like, hey, this is the moon. Put some on this too. We just need it up in this top portion here. Is that a new trimmer, Betty Penny? No, same trimmer. That's giving moon vibes. Yes. How did we have her before that she wasn't covering it? Oh, she's gonna have to sit right there. All right, let's do this. I think we've worked it out. Yes, you have got this, Holly. We're all rooting for you. We are all with you. That's right, Lisa. Irene's card's in the gallery. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'm really grateful I got to tune in for lots of reasons. But that's when I realized, oh snap, I made 3 craft roulette cards on Saturday and never submitted one of them. Ruh-roh. Okay. And then Mrs. is gonna go right there. We'll even pop her up. Pop up the pin up. All right. I'm probably going to give these away at Craft Roulette, so I don't need to worry about dimension because I'm going to give them in person. I don't have to mail them. I can be as dimensional as I want. One thing that Irene mentioned in her live on Tuesday for the Inky Stamper was that wobblers may be going away. I need to stock up because I love a wobbler. And every time I give a wobbler card, the recipient loves the wobbler. So I really need to seriously stock up. You guys know I loved the movie Project Hail Mary. It is out and streaming. So if you didn't make it to the theater, I want to remind you that that's a really good movie. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And that it's out. You can catch it streaming now. Debbie! 3 hours later. Hi, how's it going? If you guys want to send me and Holly cards, we are virtual. I can send you a card too. I have a giant butterfly on my craft room wall with my Happy Mail from Crafty Friends. I love that, Ellen. That's awesome. I put y'all's cards in the house, around the house. I have them up on display for everyone to enjoy, and then I change them out once a month, and then I usually show y'all the Happy Mail. Let's see, where do we want to put this? I think we want to put this right here. And I think this is the gist of our card. I have to finish these because I already have like 10 cards that I need to finish that we started together in a live and I didn't finish them. And I'm not adding to that pile. No more UFOs. So I will actually have to put this on a card base. So let's do this in mass making mode. I just kind of had to know where I was going, and now I know where I'm going with it. So let's do all of our Stay Wild Moonchilds. Okay. And probably I should have stenciled it first. But hey. Where's the excitement in that? And doing things the right way. You know what? These inner pieces that cut out almost look like moons themselves. All right, let's stencil. You guys, when school starts back, we'll have a good solid, what, 8, 9 months? No, more like 10 months of me having to stick to a schedule. But right now, I don't. So I'm here with you having fun. And I know some of you have to go. I know these videos are long. It's just the way it is. I got to get my summer kicks. I was taking a shower this morning. I always think about things when I'm in the shower. Do y'all have deep thoughts in the shower? I always have deep thoughts in the shower. I was thinking, you know, my kids don't ever see me crafting anymore, and because I do it, you know, that's why one reason why I craft in the morning is why I wake up so early, is so that I can craft every day if I want to, and it won't take away from family time. But I was thinking, they need to know that I schedule it that way on purpose, and that when they find, you know, their equivalent, that you have to make time for the things you enjoy in life. You have to make time for your hobbies and the things that bring you joy. You actually sometimes have to schedule it. I was thinking I should reiterate that to my children. Okay, so we've got our moons. Let's glue them down. Then we'll boop them. So I hope all of y'all do that as well. Make time, I know y'all do, for your crafts, for the things that bring you joy. It's important. All right, moon assembled. Let's boop it. Boop, boop, boop. I'm using 2 different sized tapes today, and that's just because I have it. I might as well use it. I have 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. This is the 1/4 inch. Really great for little images. My first Bitty Penny live. Oh, awesome. Whoa. So I'm on summer schedule right now. I am on 6 to whenever a.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. And then on Saturdays, we all sleep in, and I'm here from 8 to whenever. So in the school year, my schedule changes because I have 2 children in school. So in the school year, the schedule is 5:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. So I have to be done in an hour and a half. And on the weekends, we keep the same schedule, 8 a.m. to whenever. So in the school year, I really have a heyday on Saturdays because I can. But Mondays and Thursdays have to be an hour and a half. So we do things like card sketches. We make 1 card instead of 4. I have different tactics to get myself in and out the door. I still like to finish and complete my projects. I really don't like leaving things undone and unfinished. I don't like it for me or for you. I feel like if you invest all that time to watch my video, you should see a finished project. All right. Let's get this girl done. But so glad you caught your first live. I die cut almost every day. Yeah, Debbie J. I just struggled with machines for so long that it took my joy for die cutting. So I just stopped. But hey, makes me a better fussy cutter now. I've got lots of fussy cutting practice under my belt. Also, when it comes to coordinating dies, most of the time I will choose more stamp sets, like, instead of coordinating dies. Because I do have a Brother Scan and Cut. I don't use it very often, but I do have one. So a lot of times I'll choose to buy stamps without coordinating dies, and I'll just fussy cut. All right, you guys. We've got her ready to go. Aww. Y'all are so sweet. I love how everybody here loves each other. It's a beautiful thing. Golly, the card making world is just amazing. I was thinking about it the other day. I've said it many times here, but there's just something special about card makers in particular. Just my kind of people who are community based and love based. That's my people. And I don't find it across all paper crafting. I feel like junk journalers are typically very independent. They're not really community. And I don't mean to generalize, but for the most part, there's some exceptions, but people are pretty independent in that community. And definitely collage artists. Very independent as well. Card makers, I feel like, are more community driven. Again, generalizing, probably not cool, and I'm sorry, but it's just what I've found. All right, let's do this thing. Now we need to put down stars. So we've got a boop for each card. Yay, and we've got lots of stars to play with. Let's just distribute those around. Make sure everybody's got plenty. Something like that. I'll put one up in Bitty Penny community page. Good, Ellen, do that, please. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it. So I'm gonna put this one up here. I really love that section. I don't want to cover it up. All Alrighty. I'll put maybe one right there. Okie doke. And we may add in more. I mean, can you have too many stars? I don't think so. Don't really think it's possible. Oh, Debbie J. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. You're so sweet. Oh. I don't know. I think I'm just the girl with an iPhone, Debbie. I do love stars though. Stars are symbolic for me because it reminds us to dream in life, that we need to have dreams and go for it. And when your dream comes true, dream bigger. So yeah, I'm a sucker for stars. That's one of my favorite like symbols is a star. When Libby was making her page for me, which is so sweet, and her journal and her community journal. See, Libby's an exception. She's one of those community ones. She's very driven by community. And that's why it's not fair to generalize. But anyways, she put stars on it, and I was like, yes, that's definitely my page. Okie doke. Let's pop this girly up. I'm feeling very blessed, wishing for positive outcomes and yeah, I hate to leave the magic Bitty Pennies, but I have to go and do. Yes. We all understand that, Irene. I know she's probably long gone, but I'm glad she could pop in and be here while she was getting ready for work. Okie dokie. Let's, oh, gotta glue down these stars. This one's done. Next. I'm glad all y'all are in time. See, so y'all actually get to say goodbye to people. And I say goodbye and hello. I'm just always late doing it. Well, not always. I have been these last couple of lives. I've been particularly behind on the chat. What I need is a co-host all the time. Okay. Who wants infinity stars now? Oh boy. Get this goo off here. This is a adhesive eraser, you guys, in case you're wondering what this is. That's what it is, and it removes adhesive, even glue, off your projects. See, all gone. My hands are a mess is the problem. Should definitely clean them before I get to this stage of card making. These would be a fun swap card, but then I'd have to make 6 more. I'm probably not going to do that. So I'm going to bring them with me and just give them away at other times during the Craft Roulette event. Okay, one more. And then card bases, and we're done. And you guys are so patient with me. Creating just takes time. The company that makes them and all the companies that they get them from is stopping production. But I heard that a new version is coming. Nothing concrete yet. But I'll spill the tea once I know. Oh, WJ, that's what I love about you. You've always got your finger on the pulse, and you share. Thank you. Yeah, I heard it from Irene. That's not adhesive. That's ink. We use a different eraser for that. I have a new series. It's just going to be shorts that are coming out. Already started them, but this made me think of that. I'm not spilling the tea because it's going to be a surprise. All right. Almost there, you guys. Oh, I love this background. If you want to see how it was made, because you can definitely make one too, go back to the beginning of this video, and we made these backgrounds somewhere in the beginning. Goodbye, Bitty Penny. I have a dental appointment. Miss Ava Lee. I didn't get to say hi or bye, but hello and goodbye. Dental appointment. Yeah, I got to make some of those myself. I tried yesterday, but they're supposed to call me back today. It's in the works. All right, let's put these on card bases. Let me clean my hands. It's just would be a good thing to do. Before I get card bases out, get those dirty. We'll clean off my desk too. Just for good measure. We've spent all this time making these cards. Last thing I need is to muck them up right at the end. All right, and let's clean the desk. Look at all that. See, we definitely needed to do that. Give it another once over. Yeah. Okie doke. Now I think we're ready for card bases. Should I put on colored card bases or white? We have some purple, and then I did just recently buy purple, so let's use purple. Guys, I am definitely team purple. If you have to choose between purple or orange, I'm definitely team purple. That's what we're gonna use for these. Rocky says, thumbs down. It's wonderful for you. The job is so flat. Yeah. Well, yeah. I definitely need to be there by 9, but we got this. I can be there by 9. I've already showered, dressed, done my hair, all that before I got on here with you guys, so I'm ready. If it were a snake, it had been bit. I looked at tabs and there was a button. Oh yeah, I noticed that today too, Debbie, when I was logging on to do this live, that YouTube had changed some things again. Oh my gosh. I love how YouTube changes things. Yeah, I know. They don't even, you know, you just log on one day to do a live and then you're like, excuse me? Where did that button go? I saw that Mr. Clean magic erasers can be used in the craft room to erase watercolor mistakes. Sharon Castor, first of all, good morning. And second of all, I have definitely not heard that. I am going to Google that today. I have my Fazzy note from Maddie. Let's just add it to that. We'll call that a hack and I'll look it up. I've got to hear more about this. You guys, I was gonna buy some watercolors for my birthday, but I'm not going to now because one, I've got plenty. Two, they'll be there. And three, I gotta buy a lot of other things for this trip and for my children for back to school. So I'm gonna be good. And I bought those darn sardine dies the other day with a couple of other things. So the Primatech watercolors are gonna have to wait, and that is fine. This girl is just fine. Adulting is hard and lame and not recommended. I think it's finding people who are doing what they love. Brand ambassadors, but they're still what they love. Some people do it because they're good at it and they want to make money. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not in that in that group. I'm definitely in the do what you love group. And you know, not that it's bad, like, but I'm just not in that group. I do my job. I actually really love my job, and I love the company that I work for very much. But that's what I do for money. All of this is for fun. This is to feed my soul, my creative heart, and to connect and have community. This is not about the money. For me. But hey, if you want to make it a job out of it, I also don't have a problem with that either. Who knows? One day I might. I'm just not there right now. We always evolve and change, don't we? That's the only guarantee in life, is that there will be change. Karen, hey dear, how's it going? Kalinda had to skedaddle. I always love purple and red together. Oh, Miss Karen, I used the GUP on the backgrounds, which you're probably like, yeah, I could tell. But yeah, I made the backgrounds with the Gupta technique. Zal's here. Hey, girlfriend. How's it going? I can't wait to meet you. We're gonna have so much fun. You guys, we're gonna have such a blast. This one I gotta trim off a little bit. We did it. It may have taken 2.5 hours, but I have 4 Betty Boop cards. 4 boopy cards. Stay wild, Moonchild. In honor of last night's full moon as well. Because I'm not done reading. Hi, Norma. Let me do the insides, because that's not done. So while I continue to read and get caught up on everybody, I'm going to put some paper on the inside. I'm going to use these. I think these are just index cards, because then I don't have to cut them down. See, I prefer to get the ones without lines, but yeah, it's just perfect. 4x6 index card makes a great 5x7 insert. You don't have to cut your precious paper. So we'll do that. And then we'll put, these kind of look like moons to me. We'll put, I have left these 4, which is how many I should have. And then I have exactly 4 stars left over. So we'll put a moon and a star. On the inside of each of these. Let's take this. And do that. And I can stencil these real quick as well. Okay, I want to keep reading. Miss Norma's here. Hello, just crawling out of bed. Miss Kara McCoy. I was watching you last night. I should have been sleeping. But you know, that's an elusive thing anyways. Sleep. To a middle-aged woman. It's almost a laughing stock. All right. Teresa Tunn, hello. How you doing? I always see you in replay. I'm so glad too. But it's so good to see you here. All right, let's add a little stenciling here. Give these moons some texture. Come back here. And this one. Alrighty. Now, Rocky says, clap, clap, clap. Oh, I have been far behind all morning, Miss Karen. I just getting caught up. Miss Ava Lee came and went, and I never even got to talk to her. That's how far behind I was. Bless her heart. All right. That's what we're doing for the inside and getting it messy. Is there a boop sentiment that I want to stamp on the inside? There were other sentiments, right, that I had gathered. Like this one. You're out of this world. That's what I'm going to do. Put it right there. And this is giving me very serious reading rainbow vibes right now. And now that song might be stuck in my head all day. Norma Jean. Something, you know, romance. Do y'all know the movie Romancing the Stone? Wasn't the author Norma Jean Wilder? Wasn't that her, like, author name? I know it was the actress, not the actual actress's name, but the character that she played. Wasn't that Norma Jean Wilder? Or am I making things up? Jean Wilder. Maybe it was Jean. I think it was Jean Wilder. Oh my gosh, I loved that movie. Growing up. Really inappropriate for a child, but I loved it. Hello, I grew up in the 80s, so inappropriate really kind of sums up the things we were watching. But I will say, the glorious thing about the 80s is that they had the TV more kid-friendly versions of movies. So we were watching things we shouldn't have been watching, but I think they also were editing out things. A little different than today. We don't have those TV versions anymore. Everybody gets the same version now. Shay, hello. All right. Stay wild, Moonchild. You're out of this world. Fabulous. Carol Wolfgang, hello. How's it going? Golly, we've got so many friends in here I normally don't get to see. That's so exciting. Probably because I'm on so early usually, and today I'm on so late. More people are actually awake. Christina, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get chills. All right. One last one. Deputy Heidi. Everybody, so good to see you. I'm making cards to share, Miss Deputy Heidi. You know, I could put these 4 cards in my share cards for the when we swap, do the card swap. I mean, not all 10 cards have to be the same, right? I don't think all 10 of my cards were the same last year. Pretty sure I just had a bunch of random cards. Pretty sure that's how that went down. Well, I had a whole bunch of fun with you guys here today. I hope you're inspired, that you had fun too. It's wonderful seeing so many friends in the chat. All my friends who come here every time, thank you. For the replay crew, thank you. If you could only pop in every once in a while, thank you. If you haven't been here for a while and you came back today, thank you. Just, it's wonderful spending time with you guys. This is gonna have to go down here. It's always wonderful seeing all of you here. You guys are the best. So there are our 4 cards today. The stamp set, I used a combination of things. I made my own backgrounds with watercolor. The dies of the stars came from Michaels, their Recollections brand, Infinity Die Star. Yep, had to pick that up. Already lost one on the ground. I'll find it when this live is over. Sentiments came from a couple of different stamp sets. This You're Out of This World is from an old Simon Hurley. Maybe y'all have it in your stash. Space Training. I just love this set. I also used my Moon one from Dina Wakley because I use this one all the time. I use the Stay Wild Moonchild for that. This boop came from, just so we can cover everything. This boop is Sassy Club. Trying to get it out of the pile of stuff. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I just saw the telephone today. But this is just super adorable. Isn't she fabulous? Oh, so fabulous. We'll have to do like a Marilyn Monroe scene with that one. With the skirt. Oh, so cute. Anyways, so that is the supplies I used today. Oh, and then these button dies also came from Sassy Club. So that's it, guys. That's everything. Thanks for spending your time with me. Oh, you love them so much. Aw, I'm so glad you're going to be there again this year. It's going to be so good to see you. So good to see everyone. I'm so excited. I could put your name on one if you want me to. I'm going to bring a ton of cards. So you may see another one and be like, oh, you know what? Actually, I want that other one. I know. I can't wait to see you, Heidi. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see all of y'all. Thank you for spending hours with me, or minutes. Either way, no matter what. I appreciate you guys and your time and your love and your support and your kindness that you show to me and others. You guys are absolutely the best. I'm going to accentuate the fun parts here just a little bit. Why not? Betty Boop wouldn't mind. Just a little something. Yeah, so thank you guys. I hope y'all have a fabulous Thursday. And I'll see you again on Saturday. And I think, well, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. Who knows what we're going to do? How about that? I don't know how I'll feel on Saturday. That's what I love about my channel. I just make it up every day. I just come here and go, what do I want to do today? I hope you guys like that too. Love to you all. Prayers and hugs. And I'll see you on Saturday. Bye, everyone.